None of us need to be convinced about the power of social media, and now even news is playing a very crucial role across social networking sites. In fact, half the users of Facebook and Twitter use these particular social media platforms to source the news.
The corporate ownership. So anybody who has a smartphone is a journalist in himself, and anybody who gets some information just put it on the social media, and these very mainstream media, they pick and choose and the stories they like.
If you bring out a sort of opposing point of view, especially if it offends religious sensitivities, that creates a very big issue. And as you know, the big Pandora's box of the blasphemy law, not only do you have to watch out for your content being potentially blasphemous, but you have to watch out to make sure that you don't offend anyone.
Self-regulation comes up from the maturity, and I don't think the people of South Asia have a track record of that kind of maturity. Twitter and Facebook, we guys got to know about them, we never invented them, so we are not the originators.
Now we are the highest users.
Of course we are the highest because of our population, no?
Because the New York Post front page picture was, the ISIS militant holding a gun to James Foley's, holding a knife to the image. We have blurred the image. On India Post Live, we do not want to disturb anybody with that image, but it was a very graphic image of the knife being held to James Foley's throat. And that was New York Post.
Yes, you can become as regulatory as Pakistan or China, but in a country like India, it becomes viral. The reason is because it's free and it's easier to share. So I think so that way the control is not possible. But on the other hand, I think so, as I mentioned earlier, reliance on such kind of information is so important today that I think so everybody relies on Twitter first. If there is an earthquake, if there is something, people actually look on Twitter rather than going on a television channel. And the other impact of such kind of things is that the broadcast value. Now, every particular person, like an Amitabh Bachchan tweeting something, has an immediate broadcast value of 8 lakh or 9 lakh people.
Absolutely.
Social media reflects what society is, but also to an extent it is a cruder version of society, because people think that they can get away with things on social media that they cannot get away in person. So generally things become much more crass. There's very little courtesy. Point of views are not discussed, people are discussed, opinions are not discussed, characters are discussed. So it just brings, I think it creates a dumbing down of the narrative overall.
Would you retweet that video? Simple. Just yes or no.
Actually, probably yes, I will retweet. And I'll keep it short. I just want to give you an example on this. Is a very famous picture in which there's this small kid in Kenya or in Africa somewhere dying, and there is a vulture.
Yeah, I remember. We all got it. Yeah.
The photographer chose to take that shot, and after a few months, he committed suicide. So now that talks a lot about the photographer. But then with this picture, he actually showed what is happening in the world. So we cannot close our eyes, right, to what is happening.